Hi. Um, Hello sa inyo class, no? For today, our second topic for our contemporary Philippine arts from the region, we'll be discussing about, the history of Philippine art. So, the question here, no, the first question that we need to answer is that was there art before colonization? So, meron bang sining before dumating yung mga banyagang mananakop sa ating bansa? Actually, the answer is meron. Okay? However, compared sa previous na discussion natin that art is more of self-individual expression, art was not art is considered as not only on the individual level na expression. Rather, everyday expressions were all integrated, no? Nakapaloob siya, konektado siya with in the rituals in everyday life that mark significant moments in a community's or barangays life, no? So, pre-conquest period, mga panahon, hunters and gatherers pa yung mga ninuno natin. Their first taste of crafting, no? Something that can be considered as art nowadays is yung paggamit nila pag-craft nila ng spears for hunting, no? Hunting meat for them to eat. Okay? Similarly, when it comes to oral communication or literature, uh, most of them pinapasa nila yung kwento na mga karanasan nila using oral forms, no? Oral communication. Or for some uh, tribes, no, or groups of people, na sila, nagsusulat sila. Meron silang sariling form of writing, okay? Yung sa mga Tagalog is baybayin, okay? Wherein they're writing their experiences, no? Primarily yung mga unique or special experiences, hindi lang nila, kundi ng kanilang grupo. Because pre-conquest period, no, before siguro nasa before 1400s, ganyan, people always walk in groups, lagi magkakasama. Survival is about, no, moving in groups, no, collective as a collective. And one way of them, no, trying to pass on their experiences is through oral communication. Yun yung literatura nila nung panahon yon. When they when they told stories about their hunt, this form of oral storytelling marked the beginning of literature. Wherein, pumunta kami sa kuweba. Let's assume na may salita sila. Ganun pa nila. Or may ganun yung lengguwahe gamit nila. Nakakita kami ng alaki, leon. Muntik na kami kain, leon. Hindi ko sure kung gano'n yung way na pagsalita, no? But, caveman talk, no? But, those specific experiences, sabihin natin, no? Syempre, hindi naman palagi nakakita ka ng leon and stuff. Muntik na, makain si pare ganito ng leon kuweba. And, yung pagpapasa ng kwento, no? Hanggang sa panahon naman ngayon, ang although, syempre, aside sa social media, yung oral, no? Oral storytelling, siguro mga lolo-lola natin, mga nanay, tatay natin na kinukwento sa atin, no, mga nakatatanda, magpapasa ng kwento, nung bata pa yung si ganito, ganyan yan. That is a continuation of the beginning of literature, no? Oo, yung pagbuo ng kwento, pagpapasa ng kwento, pinasa yung ganung gawi ay pinasa sa atin, yung mga ninuno pa natin. Similarly, they have created a somewhat theater-like or play or acting in a way na yung mga special rituals, no, specific moments, ba pag nakahuli sila, they try to bukod sa pinipaint nila sa kuweba, okay? That's painting na din, no? Makita sa larawang yan, they try to imitate, no, what was the hunt like, halimbawa, or nakita nila, halimbawa hinabol ng tigre yung usa, ganyan, o hinabol nila yung usa, they recreating, no, through play or acting, para sa mga kasama nila na hindi na experience or hindi nakita yung hunt, aware, no, at least na feel nila na ganun pa yung nangyari, mas naramdaman nila yung kwento. Bukod sa oral storytelling, meron pang acting na nagaganap. Primarily, no, as means of entertainment lang talaga yung ginagawa nila before, pero na-consider siya as time goes on na bahagi pala to ng pagbuo ng sining. When they imitated animal movements that they had hunted, this marked the beginning or early beginning of theater and play or acting. Then we have also, no, sa atin, manunggul jar, tapayan, no, na kung saan nilalagay yung mga labi ng mga yumao. Then we also have kanyaw, a ritual dance performed during native feasts or celebrations in the highlands of the Cordilleras in Luzon. So, pero yung pwede natin i-consider ito na, siguro yung mga alam nating nakikita na ritual dances, okay? Pwede natin i-relate to doon. Wherein yung ritual dances na is as a means to celebrate. Yung iba para tumawag ng ulan, okay? Or pagbibigay ng pasasalamat sa magandang ani. So the Cordilleras, they use those dance as a means to celebrate. However, no, hindi nila iniisip na ito ay sining pa ng panahon yun, because that's their way of thanking or celebrating. Nowadays, we see those rituals as part of culture or part of the arts. During the Islamic 13th century ito, Islamic period, primarily sa Mindanao island. What are the main beliefs of Islam that influence the ways art is made and interpreted? Ito yung mga ilan lang naman, no, na makikita yung sining sa gawi at pamumuhay, kultura ng mga kababayan natin or kapatid nating Muslim. May silang tauhid, no? Tauhid is a doctrine or belief that emphasizes the impermanence of nature and the greatness of divine being. So, that wherein if it negates materiality. Itong doktrinang ito, binibigyan niya yung lalim, yung mga bagay sa mundong ito ay mawawala, no? Mawawala. Their belief is parang nakaangkla sa tauhid, no? That Allah, no, is siya yung basihan dapat, no? Basihan ng pamumuhay natin and not what is this worldly. Okay, yung mga material na bagay sa mundong ito. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo, their art, no, yung art form nila, decorative designs nila, mga ginagawa nilang say even vintas, no, mga sail, layag ng kanilang mga bangka, nakaangkla sa tauhid, no, the impermanence of nature. Kaya majority ng design na ginagamit nila ay laging abstract. Their interior mosques have elaborate abstract patterns of relief for the purpose of drawing attention away from humans in nature and contemplating with the divine. Ang focus mo pag nasa loob ka ng mosque ay kay Allah. Kaya kung makakapasok kayo sa mosque, makikita nyo na hindi ganun grande yung mga disenyo sa loob compared sa mga nakikita natin sa mga simbahang Katoliko, no? May grandeur talaga. Majority of mosques ay simple yung design, yung interior. Not necessarily simple, no? Kasi hindi naman to simpleng gawin, but it's not eye-catching because the reason that you're inside the mosque is for you to contemplate to the divine, no? Yung purpose ay para kay Allah and not to take photos of what's inside, to take selfies, to talk with other people. So hindi distraction yung interior design ng mosque, rather it's a means to relief in a way that you don't need to mingle with worldly desires sa loob ng mosque. Also to engage in mental concentration. Also, they have the mirhab, anish, no? Anish and Qibla wall that are oriented toward the west. Yung west na yon, bakit west? Kasi nandun, no? Nandun yung Mecca. Mecca is in Saudi Arabia, okay? Yung Mecca is their holy city. Sa mga Katolik is Jerusalem, kung di ako nagkakamali, no? Then, in terms of their mosques, yung kabuuan nito, the dome, it tells us about how the order of the universe is imagined. It relates to all levels of cosmic experience, no? Octagonal base, no? Typically, mosques have an octagonal base. It symbolizes the spirit and the four-sided main base, okay? So parang ito yung octagonal base niya is the walls, no? Kasi sa yung dome is hindi siya yung bubong talaga technically. Meron pa siyang base na pinapatungan. So the four-sided main base refers to the earth or material world. So tuwing pumapasok ka sa loob ng mosque, okay? So typically may elevated na four-sided na structure doon, no? Parang floor, no? Na yun yung ano, yun yung kalupaan, no? Yun yung sinisimbolo niya yung material world. Pag pumasok sa loob ng mosque, okay? Because the octagonal base symbolizes the spirit, you are basically in connection. Your spirit is in connection or connecting with the divine. The divine being at the highest level, no? As such, basically when you're inside a mosque, kabihira yung makakita kayo mga photos ng loob ng mosque talaga. Because the mere fact that you're inside, it means that you are mentally concentrating, no? To pray with Allah. Okay, that's the main purpose of going inside. So basically, their structure focuses on, or the structure, the mosque focuses primarily on how to make or how to make you feel that specific structure is for praying, no, with their the divine. In addition sa mga sining din nila, merong Islamic forms are inclined to project, grow, or have an upward orientation to symbolize the regard for the heaven. So typically daw, halimbawa ito, yung torogan nila, lugar, no, pagtutulugan, yung kanilang mga ano, paano dito, pundasyon, and rather the laging yung mga design, no, may upward rather na how do you call this, na orientation. So para yung iyong buhay daw laging nakaalay din, no? Nakaalay or laging may ang pupuntahan mo is papunta sa langit and to veer away from material earth. Because the idea is to, no, wag mong pansinin yung material world. Okay, impermanence of the material. Mawawala at mawawala lahat ng nasa mundong ito. Pero yung nasa kaitaasan, he will remain, no? He will remain. During the Spanish, no, colonial period naman, the colonizers used art as a tool for, number one, propagate the Catholic faith through beautiful images or imagery, explain concepts behind Catholicism, and to tell stories of Christ's life and passion. So, kaya meron tayong Stations of the Cross. Meron tayong mga sobrang beautiful churches and visual imagery, no, ang ginagamit talaga when it comes to art in the Catholic religion. Because yung colonizers, ginamit nila sa ating nung 1500s, no, yung how do you call this, yung art as means to mapakalat, no, yung turo ng simbahang Katoliko. So there's three types of art during the Spanish regime: religious art, lowland Christian art, and folk art. So religious art refers to the religious from the Spain, no, from the colonizers, religious other art in relation to Catholicism na dala ng mga Espanyol. Lowland Christian art are art works, no, created by Filipinos who are converted into Catholicism, who are creating art or works of art na para dun sa Christian, rather Catholic religion. Then we have folk art which retain the indigent, no, culture and practices na pinapakita through artwork or works of art. Maganda examples ng religious art are the churches, which have a Baroque style characterized by grandeur, drama, and elaborate details, extensive use of decoration and ornamentation. European ang pinagkokopyahan. So, kung napunta kayo sa Agustin Church, yung palang ano niya, facade pa lang niya, at the same time, yung kanyang ceiling, pag napuntahan mo, pag nakita niyo yung loob, sa Intramuros ito, then Paway Church in Ilocos, ito, Santo Tomas de Villanueva Church in Iloilo. Insides of these churches have this trompe l'oeil, no, or fooling the eye, through optical illusion, wherein the painting style used similar to that of the Taal Basilica in Batangas, no, Taal Cathedral in Batangas. Yung parang siya may it's a painting pero meron siya 3D na design. Okay, so yung palantaang pronunciation nun ay trompe l'oeil. Okay, sorry, hindi ako magaling mag-French. But it means that deceiving the eye or fooling the eye. So, painting, sa San Agustin Church, meron din ito. Painting lamang siya, pero pag mukha siyang 3D, no? Mukha siyang 3D, yung ceiling nito. Nakapunta na kayo ng Taal Church. Taal Cathedral rather, or Taal Basilica. So, nakalagay din dito, Taal Basilica is that of the Asia's largest Catholic church. So, inside the churches, merong retablo, a decorative altar niche, no, and a Via Crucis, the Way of the Cross, so depicts Christ's crucifixion and resurrection. Similarly, art din yung performance art, no, Passion, which is a biblical narration of Christ's passion chanted in improvised melody. Sarsuela, operato, which features singing and dancing and with a prose dialogue. Sinakulo, I think familiar tayo tuwing Mahal na Araw. A dramatic representation depicting the passion of the Christ. And Commedia, colorful theatrical tradition that describes the conflict between Muslims and the Christians. Also, in terms of music and literature naman, meron Doctrina Cristiana, which is the first printed book in the Philippines, which is a compilation of songs, commandments, sacraments, and other catechetical material. In addition, meron naman yung mga Pilipino na kundiman, which is a traditional Filipino love song. Paintings include the use of chiaroscuro, an interplay of light and dark and their contrast. So, yan. Para siya may tawag dito. Para siya may gradient, no? Gradient yung term, no? Wherein may contrast, sa isang part dark, sa isang part may liwanag. Parang makikita mo kung saan nanggagaling yung source ng light sa mga painting na ito. Landscapes, still life, and genre, or the genres which are popular choices. So, halimbawa ito, religious genres, then landscape, tapos yung mga nangyayari, no, sa buhay ng mga Pilipino ng panahong iyon. Ilan lamang ito sa mga klase ng sining, no, artworks or works of art or masterpiece na makikita nung panahon ng mga Kastila dito sa ating bansa.